Today we're going to think a little bit about writing our own poem all about Brixton Market. And this poem is going to think about the market at different times of day, so what it's like first thing in the morning, perhaps as the market stall holders are just setting up, into lunchtime when perhaps it's really busy with people who've come to shop at the market on their lunchtime or buy some food there, perhaps all the way through to the evening as the market's closing, and even after it's closed, what it's like at night time when everyone's gone home. And what's going to be special about this poem today is that we're going to be writing it from the point of view of the market, which might sound a little bit strange, but I'm going to explain that a little bit more later. Now, hopefully, Brixton Market is a place you've had a chance to visit in the past, and we're going to be using our senses today to engage with the market. So I want you to have a little think about the different senses and how they might help us really excavate the market. So first of all, I want you to think about your sense of smell, okay? So what smells might there be at the market? What different kinds of food are there? Maybe different kinds of fruit and vegetables. Some smells might even be quite strong. There are, often fish shops and things that might have a stronger smell to them. So think about the different kinds of smells we experience at the market. Second of all, I want you to think about the sounds. So it will be different at different times of day. When the market's very quiet in the morning, there might just be the sound of some market stall holders getting started. And then at lunchtime, it might be really busy with the sounds of people chatting and eating, traffic going by on the main road. So think about those things. And also, of course, the market stall holders often shout things to try and get people to come and buy what they're selling. So have a little think about the sounds that we might hear at the market. Next of all are the tastes. Now, Brixton Market has an incredible range of shops and stalls. There are lots of different kinds of fruits and vegetables. There's also fish and meat. And then, of course, there are also lots of cafes and restaurants. Maybe the smell of coffee and things like that as well. So think about the different kind of tastes, the different kind of things that you can eat from Brixton Market. Now, touch is also one we could use. You can think about the different things you might pick up and hold at a market. So the feel of different kinds of fruits, like a prickly pineapple or a smooth orange. So you can think about some of the different things that are on sale. Perhaps you might want to talk about the feels of different fabrics in a fabric shop. Okay, so you could have different touches. And finally, I want you to think about sight. So all of the different colours. Now, Brixton Market has lots and lots of different colours. There are lots of fabric shops with bright and even sometimes sparkly fabrics, and then there are also fruit stalls that have very brightly coloured fruit and vegetables. The fishmonger has maybe glistening fish. Really think about how you can describe the things that we see at Brixton Market. Now, once you've had a little think about how you could use your senses to describe different things, you're probably just about ready to start writing your Brixton Market poem. Now, I've broken it into 5 different sections for you, okay? So 5 different times of day. And I'm just going to show you that now so you can have a look at the different times of day. So the first time of day is 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's very, very early. So I want you to think about what the market might be like at that time of day. Okay, it's probably very quiet. It's probably around the time the stall owners are just setting up. So you can think about the different sights and sounds and smells that might be happening at that time of day. The next time of day is at 9:30 in the morning. So people are probably on their way to work and school. People might be stopping off at the market on their way out for the day. They might be stopping to buy their lunch. Perhaps some parents have just dropped their kids at school and they're heading out to the market to do the daily shop or something like that. So think about how 9:30 in the morning might be different to 6 in the morning. Okay, so have a little think about that. Now the next time is 12:30 noon and lunchtime, so the market probably gets very busy around then, especially a lot of the cafes and restaurants, so you can probably smell lunch cooking and hear people having conversations over lunch, so think about that time of day. Now the next one is 6 o'clock at night, so a whole day has passed, and that's probably around the time the market starts shutting down for the day. So you can also think about maybe the sun in the sky, it's probably setting by that point. So maybe think about how the market's different now to how when it was really busy at lunchtime. And the final one is very late at night. So I want you to think about how the market might feel when there's nobody there. Often places really change when people go home. So think about what the market's like at night. Now, this is a bit strange, but I'm going to ask you to write your poem from the point of view of the market. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you are the market, which sounds a bit odd, but sometimes it can be really interesting to write poems from the point of view from something that can't speak. Now, when we write from the point of view of, it's called an inanimate object, okay, so Brixton Market isn't alive, it doesn't have a brain, but when we choose to act as though it does, to pretend it does, it's called personification. It's giving something human qualities even though it's not alive. So I want you to imagine that you're the market and you're going to write from the market's perspective. I had a go and I wrote a first line of a poem to help you out a little bit in case you're stuck. 6 a.m. I am woken by the first rustlings of market stall owners arriving to set up their stalls. As the sun's first golden rays are cast upon my arches and walls, I wake and feel my pavements begin to warm. Now finally, this is a drama video, so I'm definitely going to give you a drama challenge to finish. Once you've written your poem, I want you to see if you can practice performing it really well. So make sure you can say all the words really loudly and clearly, and say them nice and slowly as well, so that we get to really hear each and every word that you're saying. I'm also going to challenge you to find an action to go with each different time of day. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, you'll have an action for that one, a different one for 9:30, and you can just do it once at any time in that paragraph. I'm going to demonstrate for you now. 6 a.m. I am woken by the first rustlings of market stall owners arriving to set up their stalls. As the sun's first rays are cast upon my arches and walls, I wake and find my pavements begin to warm. So there you saw, I did a stretch for my action, but you can do anything you want. And then maybe, once you've had a practice and you've come up with your actions and you've practiced saying your poem really nice and clearly, you could perform it to someone in your family. I'm sure they'd love a little show in your living room. That's it from me today, but I hope you have a really great time writing and performing your own poems, and see you soon. Take care.